morning, the sun was shining, and I was lying in bed, wondering if she changed it all, if her hair was still red. Her folks said our lives together sure was gonna be rough. They didn't even like Mama's homemade dress, Papa's bank book wasn't big enough. And now I'm standing on the side of the road, rain falling on my shoes, heading out for the East Coast. Lord knows I've got some dues getting through, tangled up in blue. She was married when we first met, soon to be divorced. I helped her out of her jam, I guess, but I used a little too much force. We drove that car as far as we could, up and headed out west. Split up on a dark side night, both agreeing that it was best. She turned around and looked at me as I was walking away. Heard her say over my shoulder, we'll get to say someday on the avenue, tangled up in blue. I had a job in the great North Woods, working as a cook for a spell. Never did like it all that much. One day the axe just fell, so I drifted down to New Orleans, where I was lucky enough to be employed, working for a while on a fishing boat right outside of Jellicoe. And all the while that I was alone, the past was close behind. I met a lot of women, but she never escaped my mind. And I was just screwed, tangled up in blue. She was working in the topless place, and I stopped in for a beer. I just kept looking at the side of her face, and the spotlight oh so clear. Later on, as the crowd thinned out, I was just about to do the same. She was standing there in the back of my chair, telling me I know your name. I muttered something underneath my breath, she steadied lines on my face. I must admit I was a little uneasy when she bent down and tied the laces of my shoes, tangled up in blue. She lit a burner on the stove and offered me a pie. I thought she'd never say hello. She said, you look like the silent type. Then she opened up a book of poems and handed it to me, written by an Italian poet from the 13th century. And every one of those words ain't true, they glow like burning coal, flowing off from every page like it was written from my soul, from me to you, tangled up in blue. I lived with her on Monteque Street in a basement downstairs. There was music in the cafes at night, a revolution in the air. Then she started emptying the space and something inside died. She had to sell everything she owed and just froze up inside. And then at last when the bottom fell out, I became withdrawn. The only thing I knew how to do was to keep on keeping on, like a bird that flew, tangled up in blue. Now I'm going back again, I gotta get to her somehow. All the people that we used to know, they're an illusion to me now. Some are mathematicians, some are carpenters' wives. I don't know how it all got started, I don't know what they're doing with their lives. For me, I'm still on the road and for another job. Did I always feel the same, but we just saw from a different point of view. Tangled up in blue.